God is not limiting himself to your prayer because your prayer is garbage. If God should give you what to pray for, you will never fulfill the destiny he has for you. So he says, I give more than you pray because you don't know what you want. I give more than you can think because you are limited to what you are exposed to. That's why the more you are exposed, the more you can ask for more. What God has in store for us is beyond what we know, what we can think, because we are limited by our level of exposure. If you've never traveled to certain places, there are things you will never dream to have because you don't even know they exist. So if God is limited to just start your prayers, some of us will never enter into the great place he has prepared for us. So he says, I give more than your prayer. I give more than your vision. I give more than you can dream of. But I can build upon what you ask. Guess the prayer of Joseph. The prayer of Joseph was not to become a ruler. Joseph's only prayer is, get me out of this prison. I want to go back to my father. If God had answered that prayer, Joseph wouldn't have fulfilled his destiny. But the God who gives more than we ask, because like I say, you are limited. You don't even know what lies ahead. The God who gives more than we can think. He did not return him back to Israel. There is no need again. That chapter of his life is over. It is not just that Joseph was made a ruler in Israel. He became the spiritual father of Pharaoh. His prayer was, I want to go back to my father. God says, I want to make you a father to Pharaoh. That Pharaoh will not take any action without consulting you. Don't think it's that your prayer is what he's answering. He made you, he knows everything about you. He knows you know little. So if you to walk with that little prayer, you will never get there. The goodness of God who gives us more than we ask. Maybe your biggest prayer point now is a plot of land. God said, look at the man I want to give a city. He's asking for a plot. You can imagine if you go to Redeem Camp now, I'm sure that the GO couldn't have prayed that prayer. Oh, you thought that's his prayer point? His prayer point was, if you can get a little place, we can just be meeting and be praying. Don't forget, he says there was a place they wanted to buy. Have you listened to his story? And to him, that was the fulfillment of what God wanted to do. God says, I want to give you a city, not a land. Even though you are asking for a plot of land, a car, admission, all those stuffs. Beyond admission, there is something he wants to do to you in school. You know, what Haggai was asking for was a bottle of water for Ishmael. The angel said, go and leave that child, for I will make him a great nation. A woman whose problem was just a water. There are many things you don't know how to pray because you can't even pray about it. Are you hearing me? But when you understand the goodness of God, so when you now ask, you say, and the one I did not ask for. Give me and give me, Jala. This one I'm asking is just the one I think I can ask, but I know there is more with you. Abraham asked in Genesis 15, just give me, even if it's one son. God said, what are you saying? Look up and number the stars. Can you count them? So shall your seed be. He was complaining, see now, you've given me no child. That was his problem. In other words, he will be comfortable with one child. It doesn't matter. God says, no. I want to start a project with you that you will be called the father of Jesus. Because that was where that journey started from. Jesus, the son of David, the son of Abraham. A man who was asking for just one offspring and is enough. God says you are a Jew. We want to do something beyond your imagination.